When you finally step back, the silence begins to speak. It speaks of self-respect. It speaks of strength. It speaks of a love that no longer chases. Most people believe words are the most powerful tool we possess. They imagine that explanations, arguments, and heartfelt confessions are what shape relationships. But time and again life proves otherwise. Words can be ignored, debated, or dismissed. Distance, however, cannot be argued with. When you remove your presence, your calls, your texts, your constant availability, you reveal a truth no speech can hide. Your time and energy are valuable. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Your quiet withdrawal is action, not argument. It is the silent embodiment of that advice. By stepping back, you are not issuing threats or ultimatums. You are living a principle. And principles, once lived, are louder than any sentence you could craft. Imagine a priceless painting that hangs every day in the same room. Guests walk by it without notice. It becomes part of the wall, part of the air. Then one day, it is gone. The emptiness is startling. Only in its absence do they realize the treasure they overlooked. People often fail to recognize your worth when you are always there. But the moment you step back, they are forced to face the question, what did I lose? This is not manipulation. It is a natural law of human perception. Scarcity highlights value. The Stoics remind us to guard our minds like fortresses. Not everyone deserves constant access to you. Distance sets a boundary without hostility. It says, I will not beg for a place in your life. I will only offer an invitation. Boundaries built from silence are stronger than those made of words. They do not depend on someone else's agreement. They simply exist. When emotions run high, words often confuse more than they clarify. Distance clears the fog. It allows both people to see what truly matters, whether affection is real or simply a habit. For you, this space is essential. It gives you room to ask, am I drawn by love or by fear of being alone? It allows the other person to ask, was I appreciating them or just consuming their attention? Detachment is often mistaken for coldness, but it is really discipline. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." By stepping back, you free yourself from the chains of constant reassurance. You prove that your peace is not hostage to another person's moods. You learn that solitude is not emptiness. It is clarity. Your distance communicates three silent truths. First, self-respect. You value your time. Second, confidence. You believe in your own worth. Third, choice. You are present by decision, not by desperation. No speech can match the weight of those unspoken statements. They resonate far beyond the reach of any carefully chosen words. But distance is not a weapon. It is not punishment. It is preparation. Use it wisely. Invest in your craft, your health, your friendships, your inner life. The quiet hours you spend strengthening yourself are what give your silence its power. When you return to the world, fuller and stronger, others feel it. They sense the difference without you saying a single word. Often, your quiet withdrawal draws people back. They wonder why your presence has faded. They begin to examine their own actions, their own assumptions. If they return, meet them with calm, clarity, no bitterness, no gloating. Remember, your distance was never a trick. It was a statement of self-worth. Think of a mountain at dawn. It says nothing, it does nothing. Yet its very existence commands respect. Your silence can be the same. It does not shout, but it cannot be ignored. It tells the world that you belong to yourself first. This practice is not limited to relationships. In work, friendships, and even social media, silence has power. The temptation to explain or defend yourself is strong. But each time you resist, you grow. You show that you do not need to win every argument or answer every slight. You are anchored in something deeper. Make silence a regular discipline. Turn off notifications for a few hours each day. Spend mornings without chatter. Walk without headphones. This strengthens the same muscle you use to step back from a person, the ability to be complete in yourself. Over time you discover that the world becomes clearer, opportunities appear without force, and your presence gains weight because it is offered freely, not scattered everywhere. Your distance is not about creating loneliness. It is about creating space for the right connections to breathe. It filters out those who only valued your constant availability and invites those who respect your autonomy. It teaches others how to treat you without a single lecture. So when you feel pressured to explain, justify, or chase, pause, breathe. Remember that your quiet choice to step back carries more strength than 1,000 clever sentences. Your distance speaks of dignity. It speaks of courage. It speaks of a life directed from within. Let that silence be your language. Let it echo with such respect. Let it tell the world everything you never have to say. Because in the end, the loudest voice is the one within, and when you honor it, others cannot help but hear.